Hey everyone, it's Rami, and today I want to review the Gravis Ultrasound. This is the Gravis Ultrasound Classic, revision 2.4. Advanced Gravis was a Canadian company known for their controllers such as the Gravis Gamepad and Gamepad Pro, but in 1992 they released this sound card here. It uses the Gravis GF1 chip designed by Forte, as you can see here on the silk screen. This card that I have right here has the full 1 megabyte of memory installed. It has these headers here near the ISA connector for a CD-ROM attachment and 16-bit daughter board. It also has a game port over here on the back, as was common on sound cards of this time. These ports here are not labeled, but this upper port here is the speaker port and the bottom one is the line out. These jumpers down here are the ones that set the base I/O. I have mine set to port 220, and the other ones over on the rest of the board are just factory configured. You're not really supposed to touch those, so yeah, that's how I just leave them. This card was not widely supported by game companies when it was on the market, but there were several heavy-hitting titles that supported it, like Doom, Duke Nukem 3D, Descent, and Blackthorn. One company, however, that made great use of the ultrasound was Epic Mega Games, which featured tracker music in some of their games, like Jazz Jackrabbit and Epic Pinball. The Gravis Ultrasound sounds pretty damn awesome in those games, especially with the PCM samples, which are noticeably cleaner than on a Sound Blaster. But while the Gravis Ultrasound wasn't embraced that much by the game industry, it was heavily embraced by the demo scene, and so many awesome tunes were composed on it, with several programs that hit the scene, like Impulse Tracker and Scream Tracker. And we'll definitely check out some of those tunes today. Alright, let's get this thing in here. Before I do that, let me just get this screw real quick. There we go. And then I will put it right here in this slot so that it doesn't knock into the CPU fan, which I think is a good, good slot. There we go. I hope I didn't just block the whole thing. I'll show you anyway. Here's the system we're working with. I have a VLB 486 motherboard. I've got a 486 DX266. There's a S3 VLB video card in here and an I/O controller on a VLB as well. I like having VLB with my 486 motherboards. There's the Gravis Ultrasound. We have 16 megabytes of RAM in this computer, 256 kilobytes of L2 cache. I've got a solid state compact flash SSD, and the chipset is from SIS. Time to install the Gravis Ultrasound. Sounds good to me. I really just need the basic stuff. Don't need anything else. I don't have Windows. I'm not really like a musician. I don't know how to make music with it, but I do like to listen to music with it. Yeah, don't have Windows. I don't really need it on here. I might do it later though for like a future video, but this is about the ultrasound. Yeah, this is fine. It's not a problem. Should work fine without that README file. The good thing about the Gravis Ultrasound installation is that you actually don't need the discs. You can just copy this onto your hard drive, like all the discs into one folder. I called it Gus, and you run the install from the disk 1 folder, and it will just do this. As long as all the disks are in their own folders and it's got that gv.exe in the basic C drive, yeah, you don't even need floppies to install the Gravis Ultrasound. It's really convenient. Unlike the Sound Blaster Pro 2, which you had to have the right disk with the right ID, like, and everything. Un momento. Bam. Here's our new stuff, and they backed us up. Backed all our stuff up. Let's do this.
Let's configure your ultrasound card.
Yay. Music. Or sound, you know. Let me show you what I do. I just put everything at 7. I love these sounds. This is like some jazz jackrabbit stuff here. Anyway, we go down to test. Everything sounds good. Let's check out the advanced. Oh, it's just the same thing. Make this one 7. 2. Why not? I guess I didn't need to test it because they do it on their own. But yeah, we're good. There's our new autoexec.bat. I don't need it. Alright. Gravis Ultrasound is installed, and we're rebooting our system. 486 at 66 megahertz, 16 megabytes of RAM, yeah. Ultrasound initialized.
SBOS installed.
SBOS installed. Boom. Gravis is ready to play some stuff. SBOS is just a like Sound Blaster emulation thing. There's Mega M and then there's SBOS. SBOS is for like Sound Blaster Pro 8-bit, PCM sample stuff, and Mega M is for higher quality stuff like Roland MT32 and that kind of stuff. Because the Gravis Ultrasound actually does not have MPU 401 support built in. Alright, let's try jazz out, shall we? And just listen to the sounds. The sound of the pickups I just love. I don't know. It's just satisfying, you know? It's just crispy. I love it. Ah, that right there. Just beautiful, right? Let's try out some epic pinball. Oh man, I can't begin to describe how hyped I got whenever I saw this boot up on my PC back in the day. Which one shall we do? Pot of gold, I guess. I like this one. And again, the sound effects are more impressive than the music. Oh crap. The gap between the flippers is so wide, it just falls right. Oh shit, I tilted it. As you can see, I'm very bad at pinball. Sorry, I won't talk. This is one of my favorite songs in Epic Pinball. Alright, now it's time for some tracker music. Let's load up some Impulse Tracker. Sound card detected, Gravis Ultrasound, port 220H, 1 megabyte of memory. And I'm going to switch over to the line in to get the actual, like, direct recording so that you can hear this, you know, with the direct capture. guys like Unreal Tournament? I'm sure a lot of people who listen to mod music and tracker music like Unreal Tournament. Well, the thing is, my Gravis Ultrasound doesn't have enough RAM to play this song properly, so there are some really good rhythm parts that are missing, unfortunately, but, well, you get to hear it try, so let's hear that. And for the grand finale, we've got Path to Nowhere by Anvil. Probably the craziest song I've heard this card play. Enjoy. Final thoughts? I'm very impressed with the Gravis Ultrasound and how it can handle tracker music that's much newer than it. For example, it played Path to Nowhere, which is from 2002. It's like 10 years newer than the card I'm using. And it played it flawlessly, despite not having enough RAM for the song. Of course, you've heard with Go Down from Unreal Tournament what happens when you don't have enough RAM in the Gus. But other than that, it's very good at tracker music. It's really awesome. And if you're into tracker music, it's definitely a cool card. However, unfortunately, these days it's gone way up in price on eBay, and it's definitely not worth picking up if you're just going to build a retro gaming 486. For a retro gaming computer, just grab yourself a Sound Blaster 16. It can handle the music and the sound effects pretty much just as well as the Gravis can. It's really not that much, it's not that much different. The Gravis is maybe slightly cleaner, but it's not worth paying the crazy price it goes for on eBay. But I had a lot of fun with it, and I enjoyed playing the tracker music, and I enjoyed just hearing the games and how they sounded with it. So thank you for watching. Hopefully my production quality will increase more and more as time goes on. I've been getting more equipment and stuff, but I really just enjoyed making this video. It was fun. So I'll catch you next time. Take care.